Mr. Gorgian, Mr. Chernoff, your next witness is?
Your Honor, the defense would call Detective Orlando Martinez.
Sir, please stand in the witness box. Do you solemnly state that the testimony you may give in the cause now pending before this court shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Please be seated. Please state your name for the record. Spell your first and last names.
Orlando Martinez, Orlando Martinez.
Detective Martinez, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
As one of the investigators in this case, have you been present during the testimony of other witnesses?
Some, sir.
And you've heard my admonitions and directions?
Yes, sir.
Are they acceptable?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Be direct examination by the defense.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Sir, what do you do for a living?
I'm a police detective for the City of Los Angeles, currently assigned to Robbery Homicide Division.
And how long have you been a detective with the LAPD?
For 10.5 years.
Now, directing your attention to June 25th of 2009, were you working on that day?
I was.
Okay, and did you become aware of the death of Michael Jackson?
I did.
And as a result, did you proceed to the UCLA Medical Center?
I did.
Do you recall what time you arrived to UCLA?
I don't recall, but I wrote it down in my chronologue.
Okay. If I were to tell you 3:30 p.m., does that sound accurate?
That sounds accurate.
Okay. Now, when you arrived at UCLA, you spoke with a number of witnesses that were there, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And one of those was a gentleman by the name of Alberto Alvarez?
Yes.
Okay. And did you actually conduct the interview of Mr. Alvarez on that day?
No, that was Detective Smith. I was there for half of it, and then I walked away to conduct other stuff.
Okay, so Detective Smith was the one questioning Mr. Alvarez?
Yes.
Okay, but you were there for half of it?
Yes.
Okay. And during the half that you were there, did you ever hear Mr. Alvarez mention anything about putting away vials for Dr. Murray?
No.
Okay. And during the half of the interview that you were present, did you ever hear Mr. Alvarez say anything about seeing a vial or a bottle inside an IV bag?
No.
Okay. Now, sometime that evening, you then proceeded to the residence located at 100 North Carrollwood. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And do you recall what time you arrived to Carrollwood?
I believe it was around 7:30 p.m.
Okay. And when you arrived to 100 North Carrollwood, did you observe Mr. Alvarez there again?
I did not.
Okay. Did you observe Fahim Muhammad?
Yes.
Okay. And who is Fahim Muhammad?
He was the head of security for Michael Jackson's personal bodyguards.
Okay. Now, sometime that evening, Alex Supal from SID arrived to Carrollwood, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And he was the individual in charge of the surveillance cameras that were located at Carrollwood?
He was the technician that would download it for us, yes.
Okay, from LAPD who showed up in order to retrieve the footage from the camera system?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And were you with Mr. Supal in the basement of the residence where the digital video recorder was?
Yes.
Okay. And that's where you were able to actually view the footage on a monitor, correct?
Well, you could view it also in the guard shack, but that's where we could actually rewind and play it.
Okay, and actually download whatever footage you needed onto a DVD, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Now, did you make the determination as to what needed to be downloaded off the DVR?
Yes.
Okay. And it was your decision to only download footage related to Mr. Jackson's arrival on June 25th of 2009?
And Dr. Murray's.
Okay.
Yes.
And as you sit here today, you're aware that more footage could have been downloaded off the digital video recorder